Day 10 Word of God Psalms John chapter 16 verse 20. Most assuredly, I say to you that you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. And you will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will be turned into joy. John chapter 16 verse 20 reveals the profound truth of God's promise to transform sorrow into joy for his people. Psalm chapter 30 verse 5 declares, "For his anger lasts only a moment, but his favor lasts a lifetime. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning." This verse emphasizes the temporal nature of sorrow and the eternal promise of joy that God bestows upon his children. As we contemplate the truth of John chapter 16 verse 20, may we find solace and assurance in knowing that God turns our sorrows into joy, bringing hope and comfort in times of trial. The promise of joy amidst sorrow in John chapter 16 verse 20 invites believers to trust in God's transforming power. Psalm chapter 126 verse 5 proclaims, "Those who sow with tears will reap with songs of joy." This verse underscores the redemptive nature of God's work, as he turns our tears into rejoicing. As we meditate on the truth of John chapter 16 verse 20, may we embrace God's promise with faith and perseverance, knowing that he is faithful to bring joy out of our sorrows. John chapter 16 verse 20 highlights the significance of God's promise of joy, which surpasses worldly grief. Psalm chapter 30 verse 11 affirms, "You turned my wailing into dancing. You removed my sackcloth and clothed me with joy." This verse emphasizes the transformative power of God's grace, as he replaces our sorrow with joy. As we reflect on the truth of John chapter 16 verse 20, may we trust in God's faithfulness to fulfill his promises and rely on his grace to bring joy out of our sorrows. The message of John chapter 16 verse 20 holds practical implications for our daily lives as believers. It challenges us to trust in God's promise of joy amidst sorrow, knowing that he is faithful to bring hope and comfort in every situation. As we face trials and hardships, may we find solace in God's presence and assurance in his promises, allowing his joy to permeate our hearts. Let us cultivate a spirit of gratitude and trust in God, knowing that he is faithful to turn our sorrows into joy. John chapter 16 verse 20 serves as an encouragement for our journey of faith and trust in God's promises. It reminds us of his transformative power to turn sorrow into joy, bringing hope and comfort in times of trial. As we trust in God's faithfulness and rely on his grace, may we find strength and confidence in his promises of joy. Let us walk with boldness and assurance, knowing that God is with us always, turning our sorrows into joy and filling our hearts with his everlasting love. God bless you and give you grace after grace.